All right. We wanted to give you guys a brand identity package, just as the other team said. You need to be professional in your approach. That's how you'll get investors and contributors. You don't want to show up with, I'll write my name and number down for you. You know, that's not very appealing to others. So we wanted to make sure that we had you set up with a business card. Use the marker. Business card and envelope, as well as letterhead. For our target audience, we wanted to approach people who are interested in the Black history and specifically where it came from in Vegas. Like, Black entertainers weren't allowed on the strips, even though they could perform there. They weren't allowed to stay there. They had to stay at the Harrison House. And so we want to definitely attract African American entertainers and people that care about that. Not necessarily locals, because a lot of them don't understand. But if there's a popular Black entertainer that supports you folks, then it'll be promoted more.
And where would it be distributed?
As far as our distribution, you could hand your business cards out to anybody. I mean, if you're in a coffee shop having a conversation about J-Lo or whoever you want, really, you can hand your business card out to them and like, hey, check this out. If you know Beyonce, give her my business card, you know, something like that. Or with your letterhead, and you could go ahead and pass that out. No, not pass it out, but your correspondence. You got to be a more professional approach for you.
This is your style guide, and just put it on there.
So we went ahead and did a style guide for you with your color, as well as what fonts to use, so that if you do end up working with another designer, they have all that information already.
Is this it?
Yeah.
This is Ruth's package design.
Yeah, we were all in charge of doing the same thing, but 3 times. So you will have more options. If you didn't like the first one, you could choose another one. So each one of us did the work of the others. So you will have more options.
This is my package design, the logo I designed. The next piece that we had was the brochure. The objective was to raise funds with this and get more information known about the history. The target audience is also the Black community, historians, people with historical interests. These would be distributed in like hotels, schools, libraries. These are some examples.
Here we have all the information that any people, even if they don't go there or they don't know what it's about, they can read it in the brochures and they can have an idea before going, or if they do go, to expect, to know what they are expecting. So here's some here.
The third project we did were invitations. They were meant to be sent to gain funds. Also, there are invitations to fundraiser events, which would be held at the Harrison House, where they could meet and communicate with people that are interested. The target audience was like CEOs of companies that were interested in funding Black communities. They would be delivered through USPS, or you could also save money by distributing it through email. So with mine, I used African-American artists that used to stay at the Harrison House, Sammy Davis Jr., this is Ruth's invitation and Aaron's invitation. The next thing was posters.
The posters, my objective was to attract people, mainly because we're in Las Vegas. Mainly people come here to see something that will get their attention,
bright colors, lights, or something like that. So with the poster, I was trying to go for something that will get people's attention, that will get them interested, and also like when you have the Harrison House and you have like a gift shop or something, you can also sell these posters because people really like when they have bright colors, or they just like the way they're done. So here are some examples that can also be done like in t-shirts, in cups, in anything, and you can raise money by selling these products.
We also have ones that aren't so colorful.
So we looked up the cost for brochures. That would be about $160 for 250 of them. For color gloss business cards, for a quantity about 500, they'd be about $70. That's 14-point stock, 4-color with rounded edges to make them a little bit fancier. Letterhead cost would be about $140 for 250. For posters, for 11 by 17 semi-gloss, it would be about $60 for 75 to begin with. Invitations, 5 by 7, 4-color, are about 110 for 250. You can also save money by sending those on email, sending any of these online. And so that's our conclusion. The main point of these projects is to just raise funds and to conserve the house.
And to get people interested and get them to know what it's all about, because most people don't have any idea what it is, or yeah.
As long as they're focused on the history, the green will follow.
So that's it.